you receive love. Love your neighbor. It still go back to that today. We talking about, everybody talking about this Valentine's, and they about to look into themselves. They ain't gonna Valentine and love nobody else. Hello, somebody. They gonna love they self. They lovers of they self. They really don't love nobody else. They missing the meaning. Actually, take the E off and you got an O. Put an O right there. That was actually somebody else right there that actually made that. So people don't want to actually understand there's a root in everything. There's a root. There was an originator who done everything. And some of y'all don't know that there's somebody that always orchestrated something. There's somebody that orchestrated love. There's always somebody that orchestrates what love is. And so you got to understand something, why people are doing what they're doing. Some people don't even know the customs that they're accustomed to doing. You don't even know why you're doing what you're doing. See, you don't know the AKAs of what been going on. You don't know that per se. You don't know that. You ain't seeking no wisdom on even this day. What is the root of this day? Where did it come from? Who was it inspired by? See, we just go by just doing stuff, but we don't know the history of why it even in place. And so we don't get the full benefit. As many years as love has been going on, tell me why today, that in a love day where everybody going to buy gifts, that there was one person who didn't get no love, and he shot up to 17 people. Hello, somebody. How did that still happen? And it happened on the day of love. You ought to think about that. That's something you ought to really meditate on. Everybody loving themselves, they forgot to love this brother. They forgot to love him. So what happened? He went out because he didn't have mama and daddy, and grandmama didn't call and check on him today and check on him last week, because she probably thought he gonna just do his own thing. He starting to do his own thing. He too old, and we can't get hold to him and everything. But the truth of the fact matter, your grandmama, your granddaddy, you got to have enough love. You got to have enough love for the people that you say that you love. You got to have enough love. You got to have enough love today. It's time for you to have love. It's time for you to have love. You got to know what it's all about. You got to know the truth of the fact of the matter of everything and why you doing what you doing. You got to have love in this season. Love will cover the multitude. You got to have love. You got to know what God is saying in season and out of season. You got to know how to begin to deal with a certain issue, because out of the heart flow the issues of this life. You got to know how to particularly deal with somebody that's going through some drama or some mess that somebody put on them. And you got to understand, most of the time they going through a systematic injustice at that time. They going through some dilemmas that have been put up on them. They going through some manipulation. Sometimes they can go through some deception, just like they just said, no, the doctor sent to prison. You see, like that, just the basic fundamentals that sometimes people, they find out down the line that person did something manipulative. And now all of a sudden, you got all of these basic fundamental things happening. You had doctors that went to prison for stuff too. They find out that they were manipulating and they was giving wrong drugs to people. They found out down the line that, that person had a practice, like the doctor who just did all of that stuff to the little girls at the college. They found out that he was a doctor, but he didn't love them. He was communicating with them, but he did something that wasn't of love. You see what I'm saying? The doctor right there that did all that to all them girls, all them years, he did not have no love. And that's why that man was about to mollywop him. that girl daddy was about to put something on that brother, you know, and they probably was like, why he about to do that? Because y'all ain't do nothing in the beginning to stop it. Y'all act like y'all want to put it all on a back burner and blame it on somebody else and say it's okay. We'll push it on. We'll just make somebody else put them in a high position. But the truth of the fact of the matter, you can't uncover that there was some hurt there. Some people went through some hurt. And see, when people going through hurt again, that's what people are seeing. All on the news, you seeing hurt, you seeing pain, you seeing people express they hurt and they pain. And you see the domestic shooting, the domestic violence with Officer Glenn Doss Jr. He just went in the area and he was on the passenger side of the police car and he got shot. Bam. One time. Why? Because the simple fact that he trying to go to a situation, you know, he could have been trained, but he could have found out, you know, some more details or had a backup plan. You understand? Or have somebody else come. They say domestic violence. So what you do in a domestic violence situation is you start to get a whole bunch of other people to come with you because you don't know this can take off to be a hostage situation. So you got to understand it got to be some love somewhere. You got to understand you got to have enough love even when you're dealing with these other types of work. You got to have love, enough understanding. You just can't run in and just do stuff. You got to have a consideration that person is going through a time of injustice or a time of misunderstanding or something like that. Most of the time it could be a real injustice that they not being heard, they not being listened to, and they trying to cry out for help with what they've been hurt for years. And sometimes they carry this on for years and years and years, and they never get healed from it. And so they get to old ages, and then they get to respond because they said, up to this point, the next time somebody do this, that, and the other, I'm going to respond. That's what they think. So look, I want you to begin to pray, and if that's touched you, I want you to begin to go to the Father and begin to say, our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven today. Begin to go to God and begin to pray to God for direction and how to love your neighbor as yourself. Pray for the people in your community. Love the people in your neighborhood. Begin to do something that you normally wouldn't do for folks. Begin to see about people that you normally wouldn't see about, and watch things begin to change. Watch the community change. Watch your neighborhood. Watch your nation begin to come up a little higher. But you got to have a key component, and that's love. God bless you.
Coast to coast mixtapes.
Coast to coast instrumentals.
Oh, it's good.